So if you have a Google My Business or Google Business Profile, as they call it now, and you're you have like LSA, local service area, you're doing with Google, maybe you have even a Google guarantee. It's very important that you have your Google My Business optimized. A lot of people basically set it up and just leave it as is. Well, that's most of them, or most of you, I guess. And we developed a system fully automated with AI, beginning to end. It does everything. It optimizes your description. It has daily posts with hashtags, with text, with images. It geotags the images. It adds service areas that maybe you are, when you set it up, you put Los Angeles, but you didn't add like all small cities around you, and now Google doesn't even know that you're working there. It optimizes the services. It adds service description. It does competitor research, what's called heat maps. Not only that, it supports 91 languages, basically all the United Nations languages and a few more. And then you can do posts, for example, if you have if it's a hub of a lot of Spanish-speaking people, for example, in Doral, Florida, or you're in St. Petersburg and you have a company you have a lot of local residents speaking Russian, maybe you would like to add or sprinkle a few posts in that languages, Russian or Spanish, in addition to English. It replies all the reviews within 24 hours in the same language that the reviewer left the review. It gives you more points with Google because they expect you to reply any review within 24 hours max. And of course, the system checks daily all the Google compliance documents. So if something that was allowed before, but it's not allowed now, we make sure that it doesn't hurt your Google business profile. For example, you cannot put a street address in your posts or a phone number or a website address. So we make sure it doesn't happen. So you will be 100% on the good side of Google. So if you want to try it for free, the website is called RankTitan.ai. If you want just to register and run with it, it's cool. It's super user-friendly. Another thing I forgot to mention is if you have more than one account, a lot of people have like 10 Google My Business or 20. They did some, I don't know, pin drop or some shenanigans with Pakistanis, and now they have maybe 50 Google My Business. And now they log out and log in to the same account. It becomes two different accounts, but they're using the same computer or even the same Wi-Fi network. It becomes extremely complicated to keep them separate. Google immediately knows that you are the owner or you're very much affiliated with the account, all of them. And then if you have a violation on one of them or it becomes suspended for different reasons, all of them might be suspended, which can be a disaster. So if you're using our system, you are basically connected with the Google API because we are a Google developer, and then it doesn't happen. So it's another small thing to increase security, and you can feel safe managing a lot of accounts with one system without even logging in, logging out. You can always edit posts. You can control, for example, if the system that replies the reviews replies only positive ones and you want to handle the negative ones by yourself. Or maybe you don't want to answer any review automatically and you want to reply them one by one. You can control if you use your media, for example, if you're doing chimney repair or chimney installation, or you're a locksmith, and you have some nice photos or videos from previous jobs, you can just upload them like you would do with Facebook or Instagram, and our system immediately pulls it and uses it in the posts, so it adds some authenticity to it. So that's another thing you can do, or you can use only text with no images if you think that's better for your line of business. If you're, for example, a notary or something that's not very much influenced by specific media, or having images doesn't help to deliver the point home. So there's a lot of things you can play around with, a lot of settings. But basically the goal remains the same of pushing your Google My Business higher in the ranking, because we all know it's kind of exponential or logarithmic or uneven distribution, however you call it. The first place takes 50% of the jobs, the second place takes 20%, the third place takes 10%, and all the rest split between them the 20%. So, and then you always want to be in the free pack, what we call it. So if somebody looks you up, not on Google Maps, but on google.com, maybe on a desktop, they only show the first free positions. So if you're number 4 and we manage with our system to get you to number 3, now you basically will get maybe 3 to 5 to 10 times more calls. And in today's economy, I don't know, they call it K-shaped, so I'm not sure on which part of the K you are. Anyway, it's better to get more leads, because if the pie is getting smaller, it's better to get a bigger part of the pie, especially if you like pies or leads. So if you want to register, you can try. It's pretty fairly priced. But if you want to get a free coupon and you want just to test it, I'll be happy to provide one. Just comment in the comments, I'm interested, or just reach out, and that's all for today, I suppose. So if you have any questions, just let me know.